And each one of these messages that I'm bringing you, I want to be able to give you more practical understanding, more practical application, so that you can start to see how wonderfully God's created you, how magnificently He's deposited inside of us everything necessary to achieve who we are before the foundation of the world. Remember, we said the foundation of the world was established in the fear of death. That's critical to understand. And the second most important thing to understand is that we are spirit. So if we know that before the foundation of the world, in other words, before there was a fear of death, our spiritual nature understood our assignment, who we are, and where we came from. Those particular pieces help us to observe our condition, help us relate to the spiritual atmosphere that is around us all the time. Remember, an atom is more spirit than it is particle. And this three-dimensional realm that we operate in physically is basically the particle of an atom, that 0.1%. That is where we spend our energy focusing. That's where we participate in this drama that we call life. But what Jesus came to show us in the flesh was that we can live in the physical and not be threatened by it. Most assuredly, I say to you, if anyone keeps my word, he shall never see death. So you see, Jesus is speaking about the foundation of this world that has everyone so focused on this physical realm, death. So what is Jesus talking about? We know there's a physical death, but Jesus wasn't talking about that. He was talking about the spiritual nature that you're created in. If you are spirit, you will never see death. You're going to die physically like everything in this material realm, but that's not who you are. You see, we have to break that conditioning that tells us that we're going to die, that we have to be afraid, that what's going on around us can harm us. And this is the most important aspect of recognizing your relationship with your spiritual design. And when Jesus is speaking about these things, He's talking directly to the spirit of man. So when you read these scriptures, after you study this book, these scriptures are going to take on a different characteristic in your understanding. They're going to minister to that spiritual nature of who you are. And you're not going to react to the situations in the physical realm like we do before we know who we are in Christ. And that's what should separate us from this physical drama that's playing out around us all the time. Now, you're more than welcome to participate in it. But then you cannot be surprised when you're experiencing what you believe. If you believe that this physical realm is your reality and it can harm you, you're going to react to it. So this is why our conditioning has to be understood if we're going to recognize and participate in the spiritual opportunity and design that we were created to fulfill.